Driver is written and directed by Edgar Wright and stars Ansel Elgort as the lead character Baby. And he works as a getaway driver for criminals who are usually part of some sort of heist operation. And he also has a troubled past and doesn't talk very much. Sound familiar? And during all of this, he meets a young pretty woman played by Lily James, and this new love interest causes his life to change for the better and for the worst. Doesn't this also sound familiar? Okay, but no, seriously, all jokes aside, even though this film has some plot similarities to Refn's Drive, in terms of writing and directing style, it's completely different and unique. I've always been a huge fan of Edgar Wright's films like Hot Fuzz, The World's End, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and my personal favorite, Shaun of the Dead.
Why have we got to go to Lizzie's?
Because we do.
But she dumped you.
I have to know if she's all right.
Why?
Because I love her.
All right, gay.
So my expectations were pretty high going into Baby Driver, and I was not let down one bit. Edgar Wright proves once again that he is a master filmmaker. This movie has his fingerprints all over it with its quick editing style, musical accompaniment, and fast, witty dialogue. But I would like to note that this film is actually much more slower in terms of pace compared to his other films. It's got some quick moments throughout, but for the most part, I can tell that the film wanted to take its time establishing certain characters. It doesn't really take anything away from the movie, but it's a slightly different change of pace compared to the others, and I think you all should know that before going into this film. And music plays a gigantic role in this movie, and I really dug that because I love music and I love film. So I'm going to naturally be in love with a film that knows how to incorporate the art of music with the art of filmmaking in such a beautiful way. There are moments when the music playing in the film is synchronized with the background sounds also happening in the film. I thought that was pretty damn impressive considering that was probably a bitch to deal with in the sound editing room. And yes, the music and sound editing in the movie is superb and never skips a beat. This is definitely some of the best sound editing I've heard all year, and it'd be nice to see it get an Oscar nod, but that probably won't fucking happen. After a certain point, the film makes you wait quite a while before any big action hits, but when it hits you like a tank going 80. The action in this film was very well directed, and the cinematography is gorgeous throughout the entire film. The characters in this were wonderfully written, and it was nice to see an action movie that actually contains enrichful characters where you can tell the writer put some real sincere thought into them. And as far as the acting is concerned, I thought everybody did a wonderful job acting out their character. John Hamm did a great job conveying a badass but incredibly menacing criminal. Jamie Foxx did a phenomenal job at portraying a trigger-happy, mentally unstable lunatic that puts Baby in some pretty sticky situations. And Kevin Spacey was of course outstanding, utilizing all the Kevin Spacey-isms to be that charismatic yet horrific mob boss that we all love seeing on screen. Ansel Elgort slickly pulled off the Baby Driver character. Due to some traumatic events in Baby's past, he doesn't talk very much and has to convey a lot of his emotions through subtle facial expressions. And for a new and upcoming actor, I thought he did a great job at doing just that. There are certain character details about Baby that are established in the beginning of the film that get even more well realized and brought to life by the end of the film. Lily James plays his love interest, and to be quite honest, I wasn't quite fond of the way her character was introduced. The way she first approaches Baby in this movie seemed a tad bit unnatural. The way her dialogue is written and the pace that is delivered seems a little bit forced. And at first I wasn't sure if I was going to like her character, but as the film progressed, their romantic character dynamic really grew on me and it set up for some intensely meaningful scenes. So overall, I really enjoyed the living hell out of this film. It's full of rich and interesting characters.
These are rich, interesting characters.
The action is beautifully shot and intense, the music gorgeously coincides with the film, and it's a masterclass in writing and directing, so Baby Driver is gonna get an A. It's not my favorite Edgar Wright movie, but it's certainly another great addition to his work. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and checking out what I had to say about Baby Driver. What's your favorite Edgar Wright film? Let me in on that in the comment section, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it amongst your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the Misfit Pawn channel to be updated on more film-related content.